Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for game week 6 and any transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what players are you thinking of bringing in, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, just a quick recap of how I got on in Game Week 5. I only had one player playing last night, which was, of course, Turner in goal. Did, unfortunately, concede. As a Forest fan, I feel like we have dropped 2 points in that game, but at the same time, I think a few decisions definitely went our way as well. So, at the end of the day, really disappointed with that performance, but Turner only walking away with 2 points, so actually matched Onana this week. So, yeah, that was really unfortunate. I mean, from the game week from hell, I wasn't really expecting anything to happen. Chilwell getting 0 points, Kabore coming off the bench for Estepinian, who also got me 2 points, and then Saliba getting me 6 points as well, which is a bit mad that Saliba's 6 is one of the highest scoring points out of my whole team. But yeah, that was the back line. In midfield, Mbeumo got 2, Saka got 6, Maddison got 1, Bruno Fernandes got 1, and Ødegaard got 3 as well. Ødegaard outscoring Rashford though, you love to see it. And then Haaland, my captain, getting 12 points. Again, should have been a lot more. Very, very unlucky not to have scored like another 3 or 4 goals in that fixture. Like, fair play to everyone that didn't captain him, because you definitely got a little bit lucky there in my personal opinion. And then Jackson doing what he does best and picking up another yellow card and 1 point. And then the bench, we got Onana picking up 2 points, Archer picking up 1, Baldock not playing, and then Estepinian also not in the squad too. So 36 points was a big hit to the rank. I think this is our 3rd red arrow on the bounce. I think we're now up to 701k. I think I was 250k. But the fact that you can go up, you can go down that much in a game week means that you can also go up that much in a game week. So as long as I have an alright game week 6, it should be okay. I obviously am kind of debating being on a wild card this week. I don't think I really need it as much as other teams, but at the same time, I very well could be playing it. But this is how the team is shaping up for game week 6. So in goal, we do have Onana, who's got Burnley away. Again, it's not really a player that I want to keep, but Onana with Burnley away, like, there's not really much point of getting rid of him before that fixture. Like, United are obviously in the bin at the moment, but, you know, Burnley aren't doing that great either. So hopefully Onana can reward me for keeping him for so long, and hopefully keeping some sort of clean sheet or getting something from that game. You know, a penalty and a clean sheet would definitely put him back in my good books, but it's unlikely to happen. But yeah, Onana with Burnley away. My other player obviously is Turner with City away, so I'm not going to be playing him in that fixture. And again, there's no guarantee that he keeps his spot either. Like, he definitely could lose his spot to the goalkeeper we just bought. Even though he played well last night, he actually had a really good game. Like, the goal was a bit ridiculous, but he did make some really good saves. But anyway, Onana in goal, away at Burnley. At the back, we have Estepinian, who's got Bournemouth at home, so a very nice fixture for him. Should hopefully play. Again, I don't think I'm going to play my wild card this week, but if things happen during the European fixtures this week, then obviously I will play it. But yeah, we've got Saliba, who's got Spurs at home, and then Chilwell, who's got Villa at home as well. So not the greatest backline, really. Like, Saliba with Spurs at home, I can't really see him keeping a clean sheet. Chilwell might not even be playing this week, so I think I will be getting rid of Chilwell. Remember, I've got 2 free transfers in the bank, so I do have a little bit of leeway, but yeah, I think Chilwell could be one of the players. So I think Poch actually came out and said we're going to try Mudryk in that position now as well. So he basically could be just on the bench for like a lot of the fixtures. So I don't really want him in my team now. He's been all right to own. He has got a couple of 1-pointers, but you know, all good things have to come to an end, and I think Chilwell's reign in my team is definitely over. But that's the back line. I mean, nothing crazy really. I'm not expecting anything, and this is, again, if I was wildcarding this week, I would be bringing in, like, obviously Newcastle defense and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'll probably do that regardless. And again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, that's the back line. In midfield, we've got Mbeumo, who's got Everton at home. Ødegaard and Saka, who have got Spurs at home. Maddison, who's got Arsenal away. And then Bruno Fernandes, who's got Burnley away as well. So, yeah, triple Arsenal against Spurs is a rough one. Like, it's 3 Arsenal players and a Spurs players and 1 Spurs player all in one fixture. It's not great. It really isn't. Like, I would much rather have different players in that midfield 100%. But this is how it is. You know, this is what happens when you make a couple of bad transfers and whatnot. And my transfers so far haven't been the greatest. But either way, that's the midfield. And then up top, we do have Jackson, who's got Villa at home, and then Haaland, who's got Forest at home. So, yeah, like I say, if I was on wildcard, I'd be bringing in, like, triple City, a couple Newcastle players, maybe even another Brentford player, something like that. I'm not really too sure, but I'm not really put together a wildcard draft. I'll probably do that in tomorrow's video. But that's the starting 11. On the bench, we've got Turner, who's got City away. Archer and Baldock, who's got Newcastle at home, who again, Baldock might not even be fit to play that game, which is really annoying. And then Kabore, who's got Wolves at home as well. So on paper, like I say, the team's not great, but I do have 2 free transfers, and so this is obviously what is the situation. So I've got 1.9 mil in the bank. So one player that I want to get rid of this week is Jackson for Alvarez. Now, the good thing is we should hopefully get City news before the deadline, and if that is the case and Alvarez does start, that transfer is 1000% happening, because I mean, as a Forest fan, I know it's going to be a whitewash. Like, they beat us 5-0 at home last season, and I think it's going to be something. If we play like we played last night, it's going to be the same situation, and I just think Alvarez is a really good option to bring in. And even so, like Jackson, he's 1 yellow card from a suspension. He loves getting a yellow, and if I don't wildcard this week, I'll be wildcarding in game week 8 and getting rid of the City players, the Arsenal players, stuff like that. So yeah, you know, if Alvarez does start both of these fixtures, then I'll be very, very happy with that. And then yeah, like I said, I can just wildcard them all out in game week 8. So that's one transfer there. Again, there's probably going to be price changes and stuff. Like Jackson's currently at 7, Alvarez at 6.8. I don't know if there has been a price rise since, but Alvarez could easily go to 6.9 and Jackson could go down to 6.9. So I might just still be on 1.9 in the bank, but as of right now, I'm on 2.1, but I'm not making a transfer until like just before the deadline. So that's the first transfer that I'm going to make this week. And then the second one is probably going to have to be a Newcastle defender. Now, I've got 2.1 mil in the bank. Now, I don't think I'm going to go Trippier. I mean, I don't think I really necessarily need the money. But obviously, like on the game week 8 wildcard, I'll be bringing in Salah then and everything like that. So I'd probably just get rid of Chilwell this week. Either Chilwell or Baldock for probably Botman. I mean, the thing is, I could go Trippier because like between now and game week 8, I'm only going to have one more transfer, which is obviously from game week 6 to game week 7. So, and you know, I don't think there's not really going to be too much that I do with that team because my 3 Arsenal players have got Bournemouth, I believe. Yeah, they've got Bournemouth away, so I'm not going to be getting rid of those. Estepinian has, you know, Villa away, which isn't the worst fixture. And, you know, Bruno Fernandes has Crystal Palace. So it's not really like I need to get rid of, like, anyone and bring in anyone big because I'm going to be doing that on the game week 8 wildcard. So I probably could just go Trippier instead of Botman. And I feel like Trippier is a little bit more of a differential as well. I think a lot more people are going to go Botman this week just simply because he's a lot cheaper. And so, yeah, I think I could just go big and go for Trippier. And then, you know, if it goes bad, you know, and whatnot, then I can just get rid of it on the game week 8 wildcard and just bring Botman in instead. But because of the price rises and stuff, the other argument is go Botman now, dodge the price rise, and then just have him instead of having to like pay a little bit extra for him on the wild card. So that's another thing that I'm kind of thinking about. But yeah, this is the 2 transfers I'm thinking of making this week and just getting rid of all my Chelsea players. Like, I'd be getting rid of them on wild card regardless because their fixtures go really bad soon anyway. And I've still got 1.2 mil in the bank as well. Now, I don't think it's really worth taking a hit because if I was going to take a hit this week, I may as well just play the wild card. The only benefit that I get from not playing my wild card now is I obviously get the Bournemouth away fixture for Arsenal, which is a pretty nice fixture, and to have 3 Arsenal players for that isn't too bad. But obviously there's like Villa players as well that I kind of really want to bring in. I don't really know when their fixtures, so their fixtures get really good around game week 8. So I could easily wildcard in game week 8, dodge the Chelsea and Brighton fixture, and then just have them for Wolves, West Ham, Luton, Forest, Fulham. So I could easily bring in Matty Cash that week, and then I could also be bringing in maybe like a Diaby or something like that in midfield. So I am kind of swaying a little bit more to the Game Week 8 wildcard. The team doesn't look great this week. It really doesn't. I mean, it looks a little bit better than it does right here. So obviously, instead of Chilwell, I'll have Trippier, and instead of Jackson, I'd have Alvarez. So it's not the worst. The only problem is obviously like the Spurs-Arsenal game, but there's not really, you know, there's no point in taking a hit. Like the other thing I could do is just keep Jackson or keep Chilwell, and then bring in someone for the Arsenal players. But then I missed the Bournemouth away fixture, so I don't think there's not really a point in that either. So it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm gonna have to just hope that like Arsenal batter Spurs, and then Maddison also gets just a goal as well, which, you know, could happen. North London derbies, you know, without Kane now, you don't know how it's gonna go because Kane was always kind of like the get out of jail free card, and I don't know, both Arsenal and Liverpool, both Arsenal and Tottenham have been really good this season so far. So, yeah, I don't think I'll touch them. I mean, I need the Bournemouth away fixture, really. And then, obviously, I can just wildcard regardless. So, we'll probably do that. And then, obviously, on the wildcard as well in Game Week 8, I can bring in, like, Udogie and stuff like that. Like, I can proper make a decent wildcard. So, I feel like if I wildcarded now, like, I'd want to bring in Spurs players. I'd want to bring in Villa players. But they've got 2 bad fixtures before Game Week 8. Or, like, 2 not necessarily good fixtures before Game Week 8. So, yeah, it kind of puts me into a corner. But yeah, I think I'll do that this week. This will be the team, and I'll just play Alvarez and Trippier. But again, with midweek fixtures, you know, if one of my Arsenal players gets injured, or you know, someone else gets injured or something like that, like Alvarez gets injured or Haaland gets injured or whatever, then I'll probably wildcard and sort it all out. But as of right now, I think that's what I'll do. So Trippier and Alvarez in. But either way, I'll make a wildcard draft video tomorrow because I've not properly looked at it. It might be fine. I've just not actually like put one together yet. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like down below. Let's try to 50 likes. Leave a comment. What transfers are you making in this? What transfers are you making this week? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. And until next time, peace.